going on, guys? Anthony here, and today I have the 5 tools or gadgets that every designer needs. This is a commentary. It's a different style video. Well, not different. I've been doing commentaries. I started doing them like a month ago. But yeah, so the first tool that most graphic designer needs, and it's kind of the obvious one, is a graphics tablet. I have a Turicom graphics tablet. I'll link it down below, and I have a picture of it on the screen. A graphics tablet is really useful for logo designers, or if you're an illustrator or drawing in Photoshop digital artist. And there are a lot of different types of graphics tablets. You can get a desk tablet, which is like the one I have that doesn't have a touch screen, or you could get a Cintiq, which are really expensive. They're like $700, and they're really good for graphic designers. So it really speeds up your workflow from the normal like mouse or desk tablet. Although I don't think it's worth it if you're like just doing logos, because a Cintiq is more for like drawing stuff. But there are cheap screen tablets. There's the Artisol D13, which I believe costs $300, and if you guys know Roberto Blake, he did a review of it. I'll leave a link to it down below. So yeah, a graphics tablet is really useful. So yeah, that's definitely the #1 gadget that every graphic designer needs. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. So the second gadget that a graphic designer needs, and this is another obvious one, is a good computer. Now, but what I mean by a good computer is not buying like a Mac Pro, a maxed out Mac Pro, that's the trash can, but like a good computer that has at least 12 gigabytes of RAM, and i5 at least, because i3s are just really bad for graphic design, and an i7 would be ideal. A graphics card would be useful if you're doing like Cinema 4D work, or if you're doing motion design, or if you have a lot of layers in your Photoshop, so in your file, like I don't know, like 200 layers or something. But the most important one is definitely RAM and the processor, because they do most of the heavy lifting, and RAM just helps to keep your computer fast. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM. I'll have my computer specs up on the screen right now. It's an i7 2.8 gigahertz, 2.9, and 16 gigabytes, and an R9 M370X, and that's really good for like I don't have any problem with it. There's no lag, there's no nothing. But this is really expensive. It costs like 3K. I don't know how much it costs now, and especially with the new ones, the 2016, which are even more expensive than this one. But yeah, so that's what you need, the second gadget. So let's move on to the third one. Okay, so the third thing that you need as a graphic designer is a good pair of headphones or speakers or earbuds. So the reason why you need headphones or something to listen to music to is because like at least me, and I know a lot of other people, need music to concentrate. So yeah, that really helps to keep you concentrated, and just the creative part of your mind like is more active. I don't know how you say that, but yeah, like for me it really helps me. It keeps me concentrated in those like 3-hour designs that I take like to do. For music, I recommend Spotify, or you could even do Apple Music, even though I don't really like Apple Music. Or you could even listen to like podcasts while you're designing, that if that helps you keep stay concentrated. I know for me, sometimes I like to watch movies while I'm designing, and that helps me stay concentrated. But yeah, that's the third gadget. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, yeah, so the fourth one is an external hard drive or a USB drive. So the reason that you need an external hard drive is for Photoshop to, first of all, to store all your Photoshop files. Like if you have very large Photoshop files, you can store them on your hard drive or in the cloud or something like that. I used to have a Seagate 1 terabyte Passport, I think it's called, and it just it's just really bad. I recommend getting Western Digital, or if you can, you could get a Samsung T3 SSD, I think it's called. They're portable 3TB SSDs, where you can get them in 2 and 1TB, and I definitely recommend one of those, even though they are really expensive. I think the 1TB one is like $400, but if you really care about your files and, you know, like not losing them, it's definitely worth it. The one I would recommend getting is the Western Digital MyCloud Mirror, which is a cloud based storage. Like you can get it from, if you're far away from your computer, you can still go on the cloud and get it. I think they have it in 4TB, 8TB, and 16TB. I don't know, I think 16 is a bit overkill, but you know, if you do like you're a video editor and you have lots of video files, it'll come in useful. But yeah, I don't use external hard drives. I have one 64GB USB drive, another 32GB 3.0 drive, and a micro SD card for in case I need to use it with my phone or something like that. So yeah, that's really useful. And in total I have 128GB, which is enough for me. Like I keep all my video files and Photoshop files, even though I do still store some of my stuff on my computer since I have a 1TB SSD, and I still have a lot of space. But yeah, so let's move on to the 5th tool, the last one. So the 5th tool that you need is a dual monitor setup. Now or like a multi-monitor setup. So when I say multi-monitor, I don't mean like 20 monitor setup and like a bunch of monitors like ultra wides. Like ideal for me is a dual monitor setup. I feel like 3 monitors is a bit overwhelming, or if you can 34-inch ultra wide, which is like 2 monitors. And I've tried one. It's really nice if you're a video editor and you know, like After Effects works and stuff like that. And for Photoshop, like I like to multitask, that's why I have dual monitors. So my setup is my 27-inch monitor up top, and I have my MacBook screen at the bottom. But since I'm getting a mechanical keyboard soon, I'm gonna stop using the display on my Mac, and I'm just gonna have a single monitor setup, which I think helps you like stay concentrated, like you're not focusing on 2 things, you know. But yeah, this helps when I'm recording. Like right now I have a Audition open and I have like my Premiere browser on top, so that's not my Premiere but like my timeline up top, which is really useful. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and if you want more like these. So yeah, see you guys later. Peace.